So next let's talk about the parent manipulation mode, also called the additive for rotations. Now to demonstrate that, I'll just unhide these guys here, and what this is basically is a sort of hierarchy of parent-child relationship. So you have this one being the parent of this one being the parent of this one being the parent of this one, right? Now, if I were to go in here and just say, for example, rotate the parent in maybe a global space, you'll see that all of the children, of course, follow this. Now, if I were to rotate it in local mode, you'll get exactly the same. Now, we do actually have the child compensation here, which allows you to override that parent constraint, so I could rotate him, leaving the others in place. What the parent or additive mode does is it takes into account the parent's coordinate system onto the object that you're rotating. So let's actually just rotate this guy here with the child compensation so that you can see that. And we'll see, okay, its local axis is now pointing this way. Now this object down here, if I were going to the global axis, or we have it pointing directly up, local axis also pointing directly up. Now parenting basically just inherits the axis system or the coordinate system from its direct parent. Okay? So now let's turn off child compensation and let's rotate these in additive mode. So what it's doing is it's taking the rotation of its parent and adding its own rotation onto it. So you get a cumulative effect across or down the hierarchy. And there we go. So this is phenomenally useful for actually animating, especially in rotations. The other important thing about it is that then your translations, rotations, scalings, etc. are always dependent on the parent as opposed to world space or local space, so that as you change the parent, transform the parent, your animation will be sure to actually be kept and